What's going on, you guys? Today we're taking out the 2020 Mercedes GLE350. This is the SUV that more wealthy people get, I guess you could say. This interior is insane. Just got done reviewing the Bentley Flying Spur, so this is actually a step down from that car, but still, I mean, this is like a dream car. So we're gonna play around with this thing, and I'm gonna go pick up some food. Let's go for a drive. Now, this is certainly no fast car, but it is extremely luxurious. You just bathe in luxury. For example, hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Open the sunroof.
I'm opening the roller sun blind on the sliding sunroof.
And this thing goes all the way to the very, very back. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah. So over here you have your heated and cooled seats, these buttons right here. But maybe, you know, you don't want to move your hand all the way over there because that requires quite a bit of effort. So if you don't want to do that, you can just go, hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Turn on the heated seats.
I'm switching on the seat heating.
Ah, very nice. So over the top, but I ain't gonna complain about that one bit. You also got this color selector, so whichever color you'd like to do, you know, whatever your vibe is that day, you can switch it to whatever you'd like. Honestly, purple is probably my favorite. It's just like the brightest, most vibrant one. Maybe a purple like that. Yeah, there we go. Did I mention you also get heated and cooled cup holders? Which will change based on whether you're on heated or cooled mode. The color in the cup holder thingy. Oh my gosh. There is no better car to pick up food than this thing. I did a McDonald's run in the Bentley Flying Spur, but this is up there with it too. You also feel like an absolute king on the road, because this thing rides extremely high. When we get to some red lights, you'll see what I mean. Like that massive truck that just passed us, we may be riding a little bit higher than him. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Close the sunroof.
I'm closing the roller sun blind on the sliding sunroof.
Thank you. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Change the color to green.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
Hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
What's the temperature?
The outside temperature is 49 degrees Fahrenheit.
What can it not do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. There ain't no way it turns on and off the cup holders, right? Turns on the cup holders. Imagine actually saying that. Like, what is going on here? Hey Mercedes. No? Hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Turn on the cooled cup holders.
What would you like to do?
Okay, I don't think it can do that one. That's okay. I'm not used to taking turns this slow. This is a big, heavy vehicle. Let's go back to purple here. Could have just asked Mercedes to do it, but I'm not used to this type of luxury. Also, if you hold, this car does have paddle shifters. This is certainly no sports car, but if you hold down the paddle shifters, it should drop to the lowest gear. There it goes. And then, yeah, I mean, it has sufficient power. It's really, yeah, not meant to be a sports car in any way whatsoever. This is not an AMG, and I don't believe Mercedes offers a I'm not talking about you. I don't think they offer a AMG performance package for this car. I know they do for the GLC. But not the GLE350, because that'd be a weird car to make a performance car. Like, no matter what you do with the suspension or anything, I could not imagine this thing would be a very fun car to toss around. I guess more power in a straight line, nothing wrong with that. And I believe this this gauge cluster here is configurable. There's a touchpad right here where my... Is there, I wonder if I could ask Mercedes to turn on the lamp. Right here, this little, hold on one second, sorry. Can I ask Mercedes to turn on the turn signal? Because that was pretty difficult to do. This little square right here, where my finger is, you can use that to control the, or is it the other one? It's the other one. You can use that to actually customize the gauge cluster. So if we just scroll over to the right, now we can customize what we see on display for the right-hand side. I don't know why they give you... Let's see if Mercedes can turn off that light. Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Turn off the reading light.
I'm switching off the reading light.
Bruh. Like, what? Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Change the color to yellow.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
And it's daytime again. I do have the brightness all the way maxed out, I believe. Yes, I do. Watch this. Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Turn on seat kinetics.
Okay, I'm switching on seat kinetics.
So now, as I sit here, the seat will slowly adjust in all its different ways and movements in order to keep me as comfortable as possible. And we get to see a live reading of how much torque we're using. I'm sure you can see that right on the gauge cluster here. Again, I'm not too sure why this car would have a G-force meter, but I guess why not? Let's see what other options it has here. So that's the map, economy. I don't know if that's the right word. Fuel consumption, and then back to the RPM gauge. And if we go over to the left-hand side, other left-hand side, clock. I guess your trip performance, miles per gallon and average speed. And my seat is still doing its kinetics thing. Did I say Mercedes? I don't think so.
What would you like to do?
Cancel. Radio. That is tilt. So it'll actually show you what angle your car is at. That's super cool. We have our speed digital right here anyway, so let's just keep that. Let's go back to purple here. And if you want a specific color, right, you could just use the wheel because Mercedes can't get it perfectly. So if you want a bluish purple, that's always available. Anything else in comfort here? Heating balance. Okay, so you get to select where you want to be heated in your seat. I am questioning reality right now. I mean, how much further can a luxury car go? Like, if you get a Rolls Royce, is that really worth the extra $450,000? This car used, you can pick it up for like around 50 grand. And it'll definitely get compliments. I took this through McDonald's once, and they would I gotta turn here. It'll beep if there's somebody next to you with the turn signal. Kind of learning as we go. But the guy was like, "Nice Benz truck." I got that like 3 times. "Nice Benz truck." Like, literally quoted on that, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's definitely mine, 100%." It's fun to pretend that these cars are mine as I drive them. But honestly, guys, it's gonna be a while before I buy like a new cool car. I'm kind of saving up for an Audi R8 V10 with the gated manual. I'm having a lot of fun just, you know, doing all these different cars, because no matter what you buy, you pretty much kind of get used to what you're in eventually, right? After some time. And it's like, Every time when you hop in a new car, it's just a totally new experience. And this thing definitely gives that to you. All right, now that I'm about to pick up the food, I'm gonna pre-cool the cup holders just to make sure the drinks are optimally cold once I arrive back home. Also in ambient lighting, you are able to adjust the accents, or you can actually change, or ambience is what we were trying to go for. So that's like inside of the door handles. And if you want them to be different colors, you can do that, multicolor, and you can just select, and look at that. We are bathing in luxury right now. If you want to use the touchpad for this screen, because, you know, reaching over to touch the actual screen itself takes way too many calories, you have a leather wrapped hand rest for your palm as you use the touchpad. So yeah, this does also have selectable drive modes. So we're in eco right now. We can do comfort, sport, select our own individual mode. And if you're an absolute baller, you can take this thing off-roading, which limits your speed to 68 miles an hour. So it's got engine, steering, and then can somebody in the comments please let me know what ESP is? ESP. I feel like I should know. It's probably pretty obvious. Maybe electronics something? Hey, the color in here matches Freddys. Freddys milkshakes are absolutely delicious. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I have $10 million to spend, but what's the point of a Rolls Royce when you have this? And it literally gives you, like, what more can you even ask for in this car? The Bentley 100% had way higher ride quality than this thing. Like, you feel more bumps, even we're in comfort. We were not even in comfort. Yeah, going over these bumps, like, it's okay. The difference is not, I don't know if it's really tens of thousands of dollars in terms of the difference there. Like, this thing is just awesome. Steering wheel, you could definitely turn it with one finger very easily. And for some reason, guys, I absolutely love the layout of these steering wheels. Check this out. It's like a bubble right here. I don't know, in this black material for all your buttons with the touch pads. You have two touch pads in your steering wheel. Like, oh my gosh. And let's do a little acceleration right here. Again, that's not what this car is for, but let's just see what happens. Actually, should I do it right here? Yeah, I should do it right here. That was a pretty lame acceleration, but like, it's somewhere in the high 200s for horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. And again, yeah, you don't get this to frickin' floor it. You get this to just sit back, tell Mercedes, don't do it. Don't. It did it. How can I help you? Cancel. Or what can I do for you, rather?
Please repeat.
No.
What do you want to do?
Nothing. It understood that one. And you also get a parking sensor with an actual drop-down view, so you can literally see, like, it's accurate. Like, you have the curb right here, so there's an imaginary drone flying above us. I mean, I would love to speak to the engineers who figured that one out. Another weird thing about the GLE350 is there's no stick. Of course, this is obviously an automatic car, but to switch from park, reverse, neutral, drive, it's like where your typical windshield washer would be. And instead, now you have your windshield washer controls built into the same knob as your turn signal. So yeah, this car is very cleverly designed, and it's pretty, I would argue, very, very easy to get used to. The Bentley was a bit more tricky, but this one I feel like is a lot more user-friendly. So, would you buy this car? For luxury, I think this may offer one of the best in terms of how much it costs for what you get. The Bentley's $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more expensive depending on the mileage and all that. But I don't know if it offers really that much of a step up. We are comparing a 2014 to a 2020. I'll have the Bentley video, if it's not already released, then released very soon. And if you guys would like a full review of this car, happy to do that for you guys as well. Because there are a lot of amenities and just so much we could go into with this car. We probably didn't even touch on half the stuff that's available inside of the screen. And also a connected screen. That's what the 2024 GTs did for the Mustangs. So yeah, guys, appreciate you, love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.